Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Lockdown time, no yeast available in the shops. Not to worry, here is a lovely bread recipe. Can be made in just no time because it doesn't require too much of a kneading process. Like typically, a good bread calls for it. A good kneading makes it the perfect bread. But this particular bread does not require too much of a kneading. Just mix all the ingredients. But the proportion of the ingredients is very important. If you have it right, you will get a perfect textured bread. You can see it, how soft it is. I have just used 2 cups of flour. If you use 3 cups of flour, you will get typical store-bought bread size, depending upon, of course, your tin size too. Before we go in detail about this bread recipe, let me first welcome everyone to Lathus Kitchen. Are you first time visitor? Not to forget to subscribe to the channel after watching the video. Do press the bell icon so that you get notified. Here you go. Milk bread without yeast, which is very important. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which is 250 gram each cup. Adding baking soda, baking powder, baking soda 1/2 tablespoon, baking powder 1 tablespoon, 2 full tablespoon of milk powder, which is very important, salt, sugar, and vegetable oil 3 tablespoon. Why I say milk powder is very important is it gives a perfect texture to the bread, especially when there is not too much of a kneading, which we are going to do. Milk powder makes it very important to give a good texture to the bread. So mix all the ingredients well before we add in wet ingredient, that is, here we are going to use buttermilk. It is not that the yogurt which you add milk and you can add water, which is going to give you a buttermilk. Buttermilk is typically you leave it for at least 6 hours. It has to be little sour. It can't be a fresh yogurt. While a fresh yogurt has a separate flavor, but a sour buttermilk has its own flavor, which is what works with this bread. So ensure you are using little sour buttermilk. Little sour, not too much, of course. Mix all well. It should be a little sticky. Just you can butter your baking tray and add this dough, the sticky dough, and give it a shape using your whatever you have. With that, you can give it a nice shape. Sprinkle some sesame seeds, which will give a nice nutty flavor to this bread. Do not forget to apply some butter on top, or even you can coat it with some oil. Yes, you can do milk wash as well, but adding a little sugar to the milk wash will give a nice brown tinge to the top layer. After 30 minutes, I'm checking. I've still not got the desired result that I wanted. I'm baking it for more 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, it's done. You see a crack? Yes, that is completely alright for me. Add some butter, which will once you take it out from the oven, and immediately apply some butter, which will make the bread softer. Once it is cooled down completely, you can slice it and serve it with butter or jam, or even you can use it for sandwiches. A very soft textured, no yeast bread this. I'm sure you're going to give it a try. Do let me know how it turned out for you. Looking forward for your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning into Lathus Kitchen.